this is Noreen from Joya Cards. I'm a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator, and I want to welcome you to my YouTube channel to help you come up with new creative Stampin' Up! Card ideas, tools, place orders with Stampin' Up!, and even buy card kits. I've got an online card class going on for August, September. And for more Stampin' Up! Card videos, make sure you subscribe to my YouTube channel and hit the little ring button, and you'll be the first to be notified when my new videos are released. So before we get started, I want to ask you if you have any questions. Go ahead and put them in the comments and below in my video, and I will answer you. So anyway, here's my card for today. It's my Life is Beautiful triangle card. I love those triangles. I saw that and I went, oh my gosh. And to me, it looks like a quilt. So what we're going to use to make this is, let's start with the stamps. We're going to use Life is Beautiful for the sentiment. We're going to be doing Enjoy Today for inside. We are going to be using the right triangle for these two little doohickeys right there. The sentiment frame is from Hippo and Friends. This rectangle here is from Stitched Rectangles. And of course, the triangles are from Stitched Triangles. So let's go ahead and get started. Now, the base of my card is just a 5.5 by 4 1/4, and it's in Very Vanilla. So here's my card base. And I think we should start with the inside because it's the easiest. So all you have to do is you're going to grab a Night of Navy and snail that up. And this is 5 1/4 by 4. So we're trying to get that dark light thing going on here. 5 by 3.75. And let's grab the stamp. And this one is going to be from the right triangle. And we're going to grab the one that looks like a picnic basket. And we're going to grab our Night of Navy. Now, I always like to put my Stampin' Pad on the pad itself because I think it makes more contact with the stamp when I'm pushing on it when it's there. So I'm going to put this right in the corner here, and I'm going to take another one and put it in the corner right like that. Okay, so we're going to put this to the side. Now, the sentiment is cut with Hippo and Friends. Now, there are two that I'm using. I'm going to use the smallest and the middle one of this particular die. And for the inside, we're going to use the smaller one. And I cut this in Night of Navy. And then we're going to grab the sentiment. And the sentiment is from Good Morning Magnolia. I thought it kind of matched. And we're going to go ahead and stamp that in the middle. Then we're going to go ahead and just snail this up. Put it on the card. Snail this up. And put it on the card. And that's the inside of the card. So we did the easy part first. So we're going to put this to the side because it's going to be a little bit. And let's do the front. What you're going to need is to cut a piece of Very Vanilla in 5.5 by 4 1/4. So the whole length and width of the card. Then we're going to be taking the Stitched Triangles, and we're going to be taking this one. It is the second smallest of the regular size, just normal triangle. And there is this, I don't know if you see it in the front of the catalog, but there's a Boho Indigo Medley Refill kit. And it has all these beautiful colors of this blue paper, and it's front and back, and it comes with a embossed triangle sheet here, and there's sentiment pieces. This is, and little flowers. This is really beautiful. So what I did is I took the fronts and the back of each of the papers, because there's a bunch of papers here, and I cut 37 triangles. So we're going to have 3 on the top that are singles and 4 on the bottom that are singles. And the rest we're going to cut in matching. So when you cut on the designer series paper, you want to cut it straight like this, and then when you cut the other one, you want to cut it right below it. So everything kind of matches. If you notice right here, I'm not losing that stem. And you could put a little bit of space in between, it won't matter. Like this is continued, it'll look right. So you want to make sure when you cut these diamonds here that they all match. So I'm going to take the 5 different sheets of this paper. These are what I'm working with now. Look at this beautiful paper. So I'm going to take my triangle and I'm going to cut 37 of these, and I'll be right back. Here's all my triangles cut out, and I grouped them together how I cut them so I know what goes with what. So this first triangle actually is a full triangle. The second one's just one triangle. So actually it's a diamond, triangle, diamond, triangle, diamond, triangle, diamond. So it'll go back and forth. So this diamond here, I want to grab something that has a match. So I'm going to take this one because these are my little misfits over here, and these are all my little matches. So I'm going to take this, snail it up, and I'm going to go light, dark, light, dark. So this is light, and I'm putting this tip right at the top of my very vanilla, and you want it to hang over because we're going to cut these all off at the end. Now I'm going to grab, I'll go ahead and grab its pair. So grab the bottom part here, and I'm putting it right at the end lined up. So we've got a full triangle. Now I want to grab one of these little misfits ones, and I'm going to grab something that has dark to it, because I want to do light, dark, light, dark. So I'm going to do this. Now when I put on the second one, when I did the diamond, there's no space in between, but this one, I'm going to leave a little space. Now we want to do this top row first because I want to be able to get the spacing right. So there's a dark one. Now when I grab the light one, it's got to have a match. So I'm going to grab this one right here, snail it, and I'm going to give it a little space in between because we do want that space. Okay, so that's light. Now that has a corresponding piece. So now I want to do dark. So I'm going to grab this one here, and I'm going to give it a little space. Okay, and this is this match here. Now I'm going to do light. So I'm going to grab this one here. Oh, this one doesn't have a match. That's okay. And I'm going to put it here. This has a match. These don't matter anyway because it doesn't have a real design that you have to worry about. And then I'm going to go dark. And this one, this dark one is going to be a misfit one. I'm going to grab this one. And I'm going to grab that. Okay. Now I'm going to go ahead and do the coordinating ones. So this one I cut. So I'm going to put that one there, and I'm going to grab this guy right here, and I'm going to put him right there. Now when you get to this end piece, we're going to put in a light, and let's grab this one, and we're going to put him right here, and we're going to put him all the way up, and like so. So that's going to be hanging over. Now let's grab its coordinating piece. Like so. Now the next row we're going to do the same thing. So we're going to grab dark, and we're going to give it a little space. Now when it comes to the 2 points, so this, you got these singles, right? So on the points, don't touch them. There should be a little space between the point and the triangle. It'll look like that. And let's go ahead and grab its coordinating one and put it like so. And then let's grab a light one, nail it up. So I'm going to go ahead and finish this up. I'll come back to you when I get to the end and show you how to do the bottom part. I'll be right back. Now I'm at the end here, and what I'm going to do is just put the last of them on, and we're going to be cutting off the excess. There's also going to be a little bit of a gap on the bottom, and that's okay. So we're going to go ahead and put these on, and that's what we're going to end up with. There's going to be a gap here, that's fine, and there's going to be this overage here. So all you do is take your really super sharp scissors and just cut that off. So I'm going to cut that off real quick. So now I've got all those cut off. Now I'm going to take ever so slightly, I'm going to take this little bottom part off. In fact, I won't even put it in my paper trimmer. I'll just take off like half of the gap there. Just remove that, and then just snail this up and just open it up and put this on. You're going to have that little gap. Just put a little gap at the top too, so you kind of even that out. Okay, you got that on. The next part is we're going to take a Night of Navy 5.5 by 4 1/4, and you're going to take the largest rectangle stitched frame, put it in the middle, tape it, and then run it through, which I've already actually done. So let's pull it out, because what we're looking for is the frame. So you could take this inside piece and use it for something else, and then take the outside frame and snail it, and open that card again and line this up. Now for the sentiment, we're going to be taking those 2 dies from Hippo and Friends, and take the larger one and cut it in Night of Navy, and then the smaller one, we're going to go back to that Boho Indigo paper, and within this pack there's this really cool paper that has diamonds on it, which is perfect for this. So what I did is I put it in my Stamparatus, my very abused, loved Stamparatus here. So I lined up that paper in my Stamparatus, and we're going to be stamping this first. We're going to take Night of Navy, and I've already had this lined up here, so I'm going to put that on, and I'm going to do this a couple times. The reason why I'm doing the Stamparatus, because this is a embossed piece of paper, so I want to make sure I get in all those nooks and crannies here. So you can see that I'm missing a little bit. Okay, and I'm just doing it a bunch. I've already stamped it on my Stamparatus. I'm going to take that smaller of the 2 dies and line it up here, and you definitely want to tape it, so put it where you want it. And I made sure that my embossing triangles that you can see here are going the correct direction. So I'm going to tape this down, and I'm going to cut it. Now the sentiment, Life is Beautiful, is from Life is Beautiful. So I'm going to run this through the die cutter. Now just a tip on your die cutter, when you're die cutting, if you've got something that's like this, you don't want to send it through the die cutting machine that direction. You want to go this direction. It's less hard on the dies, because I've actually bent dies, and it'll just prolong the life of your plates and everything else. So always send it through the long side, never like this. So I'm going to do that. I'll be right back. Now we're in the home stretch here. All you have to do is take your sentiment and put some dimensionals on it, and place it over the Night of Navy. Then take your snail, snail that up. Now along with the Boho Indigo Medley Refill pack, you get these little flowers that are so cute. So I'm just going to grab a glue dot and my take your pick tool and grab a little glue dot and affix it to the flower and put it right there, and that is the card. So I hope you enjoyed my card. Please subscribe to my YouTube channel, and of course, to see more videos like these, subscribe to my YouTube channel. So that'll do it. And you know what, I do give away the demo card, so if you're a first-time subscriber and you put in my comments with your email, or you just email me at Noreen@joyacards.com, or go to my joyacards.com website and say, hey, I love this this particular card, and you're first, I will mail you the demo card for free. So that's it. Thanks. Bye.